Hello and welcome to SaaS News Digest. Let's kick off today's News Bites with a special shout out to Aman Verji. His article and the first quarter results of the SaaS Index was phenomenal. And he brought out a phenomenally insightful news as well. To start, the PVC SaaS Index is a collection of 112 companies that trade on NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange. And currently, the majority of them trade at over 12 times their estimated value divided by their last year's revenue. So, of course, for simplicity's sake, we're going to call the ratio EV to LTM. Among the 53 IPOs added to the index, we're seeing that the ratio jumped up to 19 times. Overall, companies in the index saw a shocking 34% growth over the past year. Publicly traded companies, SaaS stocks, have a capped year revenue of 90.2%. That is huge. Some equations suggest that the stock servicing up SaaS programs might be overvalued. But there's a snag here. While the EV to LTM ratio seems super high, don't be too panicky about a bubble. All standard companies and IPOs are not at all-time high. In fact, the growth we're seeing makes total sense. We just came out of the pandemic, where many office workers rely on SaaS to get their job done. And what really seeing is that the stock market reacting to the new software paradigm. So when things are making the huge shift, it makes sense that the stock market would reflect. Don't you think so? Well, people who invest in SaaS were rewarded for their foresight. And it looks like the reward might keep on coming. In our next digest, we'll take a look at the long and exaggerating process of making a SaaS product marketable. More specifically, we're going to look at the biggest issue people have with market, making the product different. Let's face it, they're a platform for just about every use. And in order to make your software unique, you have to find a way to make it different. And this is known as differentiation in the SaaS world, and boy, it's a hard process. As the authors at TechCrunch points out, we're never entirely off the hook when it comes to keeping your product unique. At the launch, the best thing you can do is to learn your clients' pain points. What are they? Is a dire need for? And what do they hate about your competitors? Knowing this can help you tailor your software into the kit that people will prefer to use over the competitors. And once you establish the conversation, will shift on how to keep your product unique. Well, that's not always easy to do. There will be companies out there that will copy the features that make you unique. And so obviously the solution is that you will need to add additional features or find a new way to improve what you already have. And that is the process that will take time to do, and not to mention a little bit of imaginations. Things get different when you get to a late-stage product development. A good example of this is Slack. The company was able to join Salesforce by looking outside of the product, where your software will work best. Outside of initial investors will matter the most. And overall, there's a lot to take in. And our advice? Take one thing at a time. My name is Artem Gassan, and I help founders reach $5 to $10 million ARR by combining the power of thought leadership, personalization at scale, and video content like this. To learn more about this amazing technology and my innovative approach to grow growth and revenue, reach out to me via LinkedIn.